Welcome back, guys, to another exciting episode, because what we've done today, what have we done today? We have taken Bequiet's Light Wing lineup, put it up against their Silent Wing 3s, and put it up against the factory Pure Loop fans that were on the radiator, so the Pure Wings. How good are the Light Wings versus Silent Wing 3s? Well, guys, we're going to talk about that in this video, because this video is all about keeping your system cool. Okay, guys, so there's a few things that I wanted to point out before we went any further. One, the Light Wings come in a 3-pack. Well, that's how I got them anyway. 3 packs, as you see here. These are 3-pack boxes. And this is the sleeve. So each fan is sleeved like this here. And then you just literally just take it out. You can see on the inside here too, there's a light ring in here that lights up. So if you did have it back on, because you sometimes have to pull air out, then that would be still having some sort of a show for you. Now you can see here the really nice ring. It's kind of a square bezeled off ring here, and it's nice and clean. The fan itself is one of the most solid fans I've ever. I can't even tweak it. I'm very impressed with that. And you'll see that there's more blades on this, the Silent Wing 3s. So there's where we're going to see how airflow changes, because you have a static pressure of 3.3 and 2.5. Will it matter? Maybe the design of the fans will push air through better than these ones. We have no idea, so that's what this is about. So I just wanted to go over a quick build thing for you here, and you will notice that they're very, very beautifully beveled, which means when they two go together, they actually look like they're one. As you can see here, they just look like one fan going through, and I thought that was a really, really nice design. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the Silent Wing 3. Now you'll see that it has these here on here because I needed those ends on to connect to the rad, and there's a reason why I said you can see that I had those ends on, because when you take it out of the box, your retail box, you get 2 boxes, this and your accessories. But when you open it up, you're greeted with something I've never seen before, and that is a fan with no way to mount it. As you can see here, there's no corners. And at first I thought that was really strange. Why would they do that? Until I opened this. Now what's really cool about this, you do get your screws to put the fan on and push pins. Now, you're going to say push pins. If you haven't used Bequiet before, they always had a push pin design. And if you buy their cases, you'll notice some of them may be mounted that way. And it was quite unique. Now, on radiators and stuff, that wouldn't work out very well. So you get this kit right here. So if you want to put it on a radiator, you use this piece. And then that piece would slide on here, like click. I'm just going to pretend. And it just slides on that rail and locks. And then you have your corners. If you wanted to use the push pin design, you can see how unique that is. So the pin would go through and lock on its own device. So you would slide that on. Now what that is unique for, if you're in that hard to reach area, you can't get a screwdriver in, clip those on, push your pins in, you are mounted. Brilliant idea. Now there's another very unique thing that Bequiet has done, and what I will show you is the fact that, why am I showing you this 512GB SSD from Kingston? One, it's Kingston. Bleh. But that's besides the point, because this one died. It's a reference tool now, just so you know. And being in Canada, you never want to RMA these, they're terrible. The reason why I'm saying that is, take a look at this piece here. So you get the Bequiet logo in there, LED 1 to, it says LED 4, because it goes back and forth like this. So 6-port LED hub, which is really nice. So you have a cable that plugs in here and goes to your ARGB on your motherboard, and then you power it up with your SATA. Now the reason why hubs are important is so that you don't have light issues down the line when you daisy chain them, as these fans do have a daisy chain on them. Now, why did I show that? Well, take a look at this, guys. It is the identical size. It also has the identical screw holes. So what that means is Bequiet has not just done something really cool here. They went the extra step and beyond and said, well, how do you mount them? Well, now you can mount them in your solid state trays. That is something that I've been wishing for a long time, for someone to come up with a way to actually mount these things so it wasn't like just a pure mess. Anyway, that's something I wanted to go over because I thought that was important. I know it's a very minor thing, but if you're into building computers and you're into not seeing stuff or trying to do something with it if you have to see it, that is now brilliant. So the simple thing now is, let's take a look at the charts, find out how the fans perform, and we'll talk about it in the end. Okay guys, it's getting a little warm in here now. I'm like, woo, it's gotten warm. And so are these fans. They're hot. I love the simplicity, the nice design, the clean sweep of the light, which is, you know, I expect Bequiet to come out of punching when they did this. I didn't expect some middle grade product. I expected something. This is their revolution into the ARGB lines, which was the one thing they were missing, which may have had people overlook their product in the past. Well, I'm here to say that I'm definitely not overlooking it anymore. The numbers speak for themselves. These fans are absolutely phenomenal. And one thing I will say, even though in some results they were back and forth, I'm going to say margin of error, okay? Got to remember, we're still dealing with the pure loop. We're not dealing with, like, when I do a custom build and we're using a full copper AIO. Now, saying that, I will do some tests on a full copper AIO, as I'm going to be building Project Ripper as a water-cooled system, and I will see what we can do there, as Threadrippers are very hot compared to a normal Ryzen, and we're going to put that to the test, and we'll find out which fans are going to do the best job there. So I could actually do somewhat of a test testing both. We'll see. Or I'll test both before I put it together and talk about why I chose one fan over the other. The Light Wings and the Silent Wing 3s both gave me wind tunnels. So like right now I can feel the air from this radiator right here. No issues. It isn't even like I gotta wet my finger. No, I can feel air coming through that radiator, and they're on low spin right now. Also, as you can tell, mic right next to it, extremely quiet. Even when they amp up, the only noise you're going to hear is air moving against a radiator, because they're against each other. You cannot fight that noise, but I'll tell you, it's very, very minor. So that was definitely a plus. Build quality, probably on par, or I'd say as good or better as when I first seen Gigabyte's Aurorus AIOs. Gigabyte AIO fans were a very strong carbonite, and they felt, at first they felt kind of lightish and cheapish to me, but they were solid. These guys have weight, they have a non-cheap feel. The plastic on these feel absolutely what you would expect from a company like Bequiet, and I'm astounded. I'm like very happy. I talked to Bequiet over and over and over for years. When are you getting lights? When are you getting ARGB? And you notice within the last year or so, like the 500DX came out all lit after the 500 came out with no lights, and so on. So they're really listening to us reviewers and saying, okay, let's give them what they want, but we're not going to give it to them when they think they're going to get it, because we want it to be done right. And that is what I have to say here. And you can call me a fanboy of Bequiet all you want, but if you ever use Bequiet products, you'll find out why I love them so much. This is not, again, paid for. Yes, did they send them? Absolutely. But it's not paid for. I am able to make my decisions. The results are there on my bench tests. Again, we're playing with the Pure Loop, which in my opinion, I think Bequiet's coming out with another AIO now using the Light Wings, and I'm sure that AIO will outperform the Pure Loop by far. Anyway, I called it here. I'm going to say that they're coming out with it because their whole middle skew, their silent loops, seem to be disappearing in the stores. The Pure Loop seems to be staying. So I think the light loop, if you want to call it, let's pretend my buddy said that the other day, we'll call it the light loop. We think that's in the works and that's coming. Now, I wasn't told that by Bequiet. I'm just making a educated guess. If I was going to be a company like that, what would I do? I would keep Pure Loop as my budget-friendly AIO, and then I would bring out Light Wings to be the ultimate AIO. So guys, overall, build quality, absolute plus. Noise, amazing. What I expect. Again, none of these fans let me down as far as noise go. And there's a lot of other companies that are very good at that too. Bequiet and their wing design or blade design really help that out. It also helps the way air is pushed. So you see, if the camera picks it up, there's ribs in there on the wings, and other companies are starting to use that as well, of course, because when something is proven, why wouldn't you go for it? It's just a matter of everybody trying to figure who they are out. And, you know, I'm not here to bash any other company. I think that everybody does a great job. I mean, even Deep Cool with a $100 360 is still a pretty amazing AIO for what it is, for like $100. So, I mean, everybody makes something pretty good. It's a question of longevity, how well they're built, the bearings that are put in the product, and so on. And I can tell you, this company are very, very far ahead when it comes to quality, longevity, performance, and getting your money's worth. Anyway, guys, while I'm doing this video, these fans are either not on the market, just coming to the market. I noticed Canada Computers in Canada here have now put the SKU on the website, but they don't exist in the stores yet. So they're definitely an item that's coming out extremely soon if they're not out in your area. Now, I say that very loosely because the United States may already have it in their big stores, and we may be the ones that are a little slower, or just because of shipping lanes right now due to the world that it is. So I don't know if I can put links below. If I can't, I'll put a link to the website so you can go look at them. I can put links, affiliate links, definitely for the Silent Wing 3s. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not looking for lights, these guys are amazing. If you're looking for like a blackout machine, 3.37 static pressure if you're going to use on a radiator. And that speaks a lot for airflow, because it was definitely throwing a lot of air. As far as the Light Wings go, there are 2.5 on the static pressure, or what they call H2O, and the air movement is absolutely phenomenal. And I give that to the blade designs that they use. Till next time, I hope you enjoyed the overview and performance checks on these fans. I've been meaning and wanting since I heard of the Light Wings to be able to do a shootout of all the three fans, and maybe down the road I'll do something a little more in depth where maybe we're going to use something more custom, and then we can find out who's who in the world of who, even though they're the same company. Anyway, guys, till next time, thank you. If you watched this far, please sign, subscribe, whatever. Ring the bell for new updates. And don't forget, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, or what we now call Texas time, 7 a.m., or 7 a.m., 7 p.m., don't do it at 7 a.m., we won't be there. Or you can watch an old video. We do the video podcast Game Over. And this 21st or 22nd, the Tuesday coming, you don't want to miss it. It's our Christmas special. And during the months of Christmas, we've been giving something away each show. So please, stand by and check out Game Over Podcast. And I'm sure you'll think it's either a load of fun or you're watching a bunch of idiots. One of the two. But anyway, talking about Game Over, guys, it's Game Over.